Hi, I am Devika Sharma and I bring you the fifth episode of SCC Online Weekly Rewind, where we curate the most important and interesting stories to keep you abreast of all the latest developments in the field of law. Let's start with the Supreme Court updates. After the final stamp of approval from the President, Justice Ramana is set to take oath as the 48th Chief Justice of India on 24th April. Justice Ramana, who is due to retire on August 26, 2022, will serve as the CJI for 16 months. In a significant ruling relating to the rights of the Rohingya refugees, the Supreme Court has directed that no refugee will be deported unless the procedure prescribed for such deportation is followed. The order came in the interim application filed in the Rohingya matter seeking first, the release of the detained Rohingya refugees, and second, a direction to the Union of India not to deport the Rohingya refugees who have been detained in the sub-jail in the Jammu. The court, however, refused to grant the interim relief and said that right not to be deported is ancillary or concomitant to the right to reside or settle in any part of the territory of India. Dealing with an important question as to the constitutional validity of the third proviso to Section 254(2)(a) of the Income Tax Act, the Supreme Court has held that any order of stay shall stand vacated after the expiry of the period or periods mentioned in the section only if the delay in disposing of the appeal is attributable to the assessee. Upholding the 2015 Delhi High Court verdict, the court said unequals have been treated equally so far as assessees who are responsible for delaying appellate proceedings and those who are not responsible, resulting in a violation of Article 14 of the Constitution of India. Moving on to the High Courts, did you know that wearing face masks even while traveling alone in your car is compulsory? Well, Delhi High Court in a recent decision held that a vehicle, even if occupied by only one person, would constitute a public place and wearing of a mask therein would be compulsory. The decision came when petitioners challenged imposition of fine for non-wearing of masks while traveling alone in a private car. In another case, Madras High Court, while addressing a criminal petition, held that political parties should refrain from making serious allegations against constitutional functionaries. While addressing a significant issue with respect to divorce being sought on ground of PCOS in wife, Madras High Court observed that PCOS cannot be termed as impotency, and further remarked that concept of marriage in the present generation has been taken very lightly, and even for trivial issues, divorce is filed and marriage is broken. In a significant development, Bombay High Court directed CBI to conduct a preliminary inquiry into the complaints against the Home Minister of the state of Maharashtra, Anil Deshmukh. The said order came after former Commissioner of Mumbai Police, Parambir Singh, moved the High Court seeking investigation into the allegation of illegal money collection ordered by the Home Minister. Now coming to the tribunals, SEBI imposed penalty of Rs 25 crores on Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, Neeta Ambani and Tina Ambani along with others for violation of the provisions of Regulation 11(1) of takeover regulations due to some irregularities. In foreign courts, in a major decision in the copyright space, in a dispute between Google and Oracle, the Supreme Court of the United States held that Google's copying of Oracle's Java SE API code, which included only those lines of code that were needed to allow programmers to put their accrued talents to work in a new and transformative program, was the fair use of that material as a matter of law. In legislation updates, on April 4th, 2021, the President promulgated the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Ordinance 2021 and Tribunals Reforms Rationalization and Conditions of Service Ordinance 2021. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has notified Central Motor Vehicles 6th Amendment Rules 2021, effective from 1st April 2021. The rules amend the Central Motor Vehicle Rules 1989. Key changes by the amendment: first, minimum training required for driving e-rickshaw or e-cart. Second, conditions to be satisfied for learner's license. Third, form of learner's license. Fourth, permanently surrendering a class or classes of vehicles from the driving license. Fifth, issuance of duplicate driving license. The Freedom of Religion Amendment Bill 2021 has been passed by Gujarat Assembly, which will modify Gujarat Freedom of Religion Act 2003. The bill provides that any marriage which is done for the purpose of unlawful conversion by the person of one religion with the person of another religion, either by converting himself, herself before or after marriage, shall be declared void by the family court, or where the family court is not established by the court having jurisdiction to try such cases. Now a fact check for you. Recently, an Instagram reel went viral which stated that a person could go to jail for staring at a woman for 14 seconds. The reel gave Section 354D of the IPC as the source of this information. Our fact check team found that this is not true. Section 354D defines stalking but does not mention any 14 seconds rule anywhere in the definition. The origin of the 14 seconds rule can be traced back to Kerala Excise Officer Rishiraj Singh's statement in an event in Kochi back in 2016. If a woman feels that she is being harassed, she can file a complaint with the police. However, there is no criteria of staring for 14 seconds mentioned anywhere in the law books. That's it for this week. Please stay tuned to our channel for more such updates. Thank you.